Orange Nation, we are ready to work. But of course, before we get into all of that, we have to make sure our body is properly warmed up before we crush today's workout. This dynamic warm-up is going to consist of 6 minutes long, made up of 3 exercises for 2 rounds. Lindsay, you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. So Lindsay is grabbing a toolbox, or of course you can use anything that is going to be safe for you to step up on. You can even use the stairs that are in your house. So when she's performing her step-ups, notice that her foot is all the way on. That includes her heel. We're going to do this for 30 seconds on one leg and then 30 seconds on the other. That looks good, Lindsay. Moving on to keep our body warmed up is going to be our knee lift to an extension. This is going to challenge our balance. So this is 30 seconds on the leg, on your right leg, and then 30 seconds on the left. You're going to feel this in the back side of your body, your glutes, the hamstrings, and the calves. That's going to simulate the exercises that we have later for you. Then finally, we'll transition to our butt kicks. And notice this one's going to get your heart rate up. Lindsay's pumping her arms. She's smiling. She's excited. And then, of course, if you need your option of jumping is not for you, we'll just slow it down and focus on bringing your heel towards your glutes. Lindsay, you warmed up?
Ready.
Let's get it.
Can't you just see how far away that we are from each other? Without flow, there'll never ever treasure wicked, I hope you will. I'll cross that heart of yours. What you waiting for? 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock that heart of yours. You don't have to be alone. Run away from yet another. Before you get the chance to see what we could really do for each other, and we really could do something good. I'll cross that heart of yours. What you waiting for? 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock that heart of yours. You don't have to be alone. Don't have to step out on your own. You don't have to be alone. Don't have to step out on your own. You don't have to be alone.
This block is focusing on lower body, but we're gonna use the mini bands. The mini bands are so important because it's gonna focus on strengthening our stabilization muscles, which is ultimately gonna help prevent injuries. Lindsay, you ready to go?
Ready.
Sounds good. So notice Lindsay is gonna begin sitting down for safety. When she's putting on her mini band, today's location is what we call the mid band, which is right below the kneecap. Our first exercise is going to be our abduction. Mostly shifting all of her weight in just a single leg, and the opposite leg is gonna extend out, focusing on the glutes and the hip. Great job, Lindsay. ISO walk, it's an ISO squat monster walk. So the pattern on this one is bringing one foot towards the inner part, and then you're gonna step out. So it is 4 steps forward and then 4 steps coming back. That equals 1, and we have a total of 6. Jump squats is coming for us next. Focus on explosive strength. We're gonna sit back in our heels, jump up as high as we can, land soft, pressing your knees out with the mini bands. Option is gonna be to squat, coming up on your toes for a calf raise. Our last exercise is going to be the good morning. Starting in our standing set position, feet directly underneath your hips, fingertips lightly behind your ears, shifting your hip back and standing right back up. The range of motion is gonna be different for everybody. Just trying to get your chest parallel to the ground and then return to that starting position. Lindsay, how do those mini bands feel?
Fantastic burn.
Woo, let's do this.
I was all caught up for a while, running circles around my own head. Too bad I was acting like a child. I'd rather act like the woman I am. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Took a while for me to realize I never put myself first. Look my reflection dead in the eyes. I said it's time to see your self-worth. don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too.
It's about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on baby, go we go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. No, I can't get enough, you know I hold it down. The music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. It's about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on baby, go we go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. No, I can't get enough, you know I hold it down. The music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money.
We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. Bottles and bottles, I'm popping some bottles and more. Doing the most, how can I stop when I'm going? As long as it's green, I'ma go. Let us get low, partying like I'm the host. All white like I'm a ghost, just so you know. I am the life of the party, I'm so bright, I can just glow. Feel so good when you alive, tasting the airs, I breathe in the night. Let's take a flight, we can go high, Vegas to Cali or even Dubai. Don't ask why, just say yeah. Anywhere that you can think of, we there. Facing our fears as we go on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night, I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. In my rear view, I got a clear view, but if I did to take a chance, I wanna dance, so I'ma ask if you would care too. Here's the truth, I'm feeling nice and you looking right, so let's share the room. A cup of ice and a double shot of whatever's got me in this mood. It just feels good, living your life like you know that you should. Ride that wave, sip champagne, out for the night cause we just got paid. Club on slate, nothing to say, just good vibes, we live in a play. Doing whatever we want on this ride, loving this life, I'm ready for the night, I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night.
All right, team, just like the treadmill portion at Orangetheory, it's time to get into the orange zone with our cardio block. This is gonna last for one round and it's gonna be 6 minutes long. Are you ready, Joe? I'm ready. So the first exercise is gonna last for 2 minutes. You have a push, like we call it Orangetheory. You're gonna go into a speed skater to triple high knee. Once again, this lasts for 2 minutes. Joe is jumping side to side, taking those knees up. Try to get them to about your core navel level in order to squeeze. And the next exercise, we're gonna go back to base, taking it to active recovery. You're gonna do a around the world lunge that's gonna last for 90 seconds. So Joe is gonna step out into lunge position, make sure that heel is flat. You're squeezing your quads, then you wanna go lateral. After that, you're gonna go backwards into that lunge. So you're stepping forward, you're stepping side to side, and you're also stepping back. Your option is to reduce your range of motion. The next exercise is gonna be a push. You have a pop jack to triple plank jack. So Joe is in a plank jack position and then jumping right into that pop jack. This exercise lasts for 1 minute. Following that, we're gonna go take it back to that base. Once again, we're going around the world with those lunges, stepping forward, side to side, and back in the same fashion for 1 minute. And then we have the ultimate all-out burpee. That's right, this exercise is gonna get you into that orange zone, really spiking the heart rate, driving you to the anaerobic zone. How do those burpees feel?
Wonderful.
Come on. All right, team, this block is 1 round, 6 minutes long. Let's get to work.
Let me rock your mind to all the things you like. I believe the hype. We don't have to fantasize. Let me do the time for your nasty crime. I think I can handle it. Baby, let's get scandalous. Baby, let's get scandalous. Baby, let's get scandalous. Baby, let's get scandalous. Baby, let's get scandalous.
For this 8-minute core block, we're going to challenge one of the most important anchors of our body, and we're going to add a little spice by adding a mini band. So we're going to have 5 exercises. Dee Dee, you're going to start with the mini band around your toes. So that means sit down, make sure it's nice and safe. We're going to place the band around the toes and the balls of the foot. First exercise is a bicycle crunch, laying flat, always making sure the belly button is pulled into the ground. Elbows are nice and wide. We're going to rotate. Bring one elbow towards the opposite knee. Again, keeping the back nice and flat with tension on the band. 12 reps total here. Then we're going to relax our shoulders. Arms go up for a dead bug. Knees are at 90 degrees. We're going to straighten out one arm and the opposite leg, making it nice and wide, slow and controlled. Bring it back and switch sides. Again, back is always flat. Think tortoise, not the hare. 12 total. Then we're going to come into our reverse crunch. So our palms are flat for stability, same tension on the band. We're lowering the heels down, slow and controlled, and crunching back up. Belly button's flat, and that band is nice and tight. 12 total reps. After those 3 exercises, we're going to move the band from the toes up to the wrist position for isometric holds. So again, right where you would wear that watch, we're going to lay nice and flat. We're going to do a static crunch with scissors. So tension through the band, shoulders pop up off the mat, chin stays lifted. We're going to drop one leg down towards the floor and all together moving, switching legs. Tricky part here, again, the back stays flat. 12 total with the isometric hold. To finish, we're going to bring both legs up. We're going to crunch through the core to drive the band up towards the toes. It's a little movement, but it's important because it all stays contracted. 12 total here. And Dee Dee, how did that feel?
I'm on fire.
Let's get you guys on fire too. 8-minute core block, get to work.
All right, team, it's time to get into that orange zone. Just like the treadmill, this is a cardio block. 1 round, 6 minutes long. We're going to start with that push. So you're going to get into a pop jack to plank jack. You got a triple plank jack here, jumping those feet out and in. Your option is to step back and step in with those feet. Perfect, Joe. Now the next exercise, we're going to take it to base. You have a all around the world lunge. Joe is going to step forward with both feet, planting the heel to the floor, then step lateral, as well as stepping backward into that same lunge. Your follow-up exercise is going to be a push. So we're going to go to those speed skaters to triple high knee. Joe is jumping lateral and then stepping, if you need an option, taking those knees up, driving into that core. This one here lasts for 2 minutes. Then we're going to take it back to base for another 90 seconds. Still the same all around the world lunge. Following that, we've got a 30-second all-out burpee, creating plenty of explosion in the body, jumping up into that plank and then exploding through those jump squats. Once again, this is 1 round, 6 minutes long. Joe is sweating. Let's get to work.
you've worked hard to this point, but what's equally important is the flexibility block. With this one, primarily, we're gonna be working the posterior chain, those hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Our focus here is to make sure that we reduce injury, especially hunching our shoulders over, hitting next episode on our favorite streaming service. We have 4 movements that we're gonna hold for 20 seconds each. Em, you ready to do this? Oh, yeah. All right, we're gonna start things off with our standing overhead side reach. We're gonna bring our arms overhead. We're gonna grab that wrist, nice deep breath, leaning to our left side to start off, working the lats and the obliques. As we get a little bit deeper into that stretch, each inhale on the exhalation, we're gonna see if we can get a millimeter further into that. Now, whatever range of motion is available to you, use that. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Nice deep breath, chest nice and tall. And let's come back to that starting position. Next up, we have our standing toe reach. Nice deep breath, feet together, shoulders back nice and proud. We're gonna hinge from the waist, keeping that chest nice and tall, reaching for those toes. Working primarily with our hamstrings, glutes, a little bit with the lower back here. Now, Emily has ridiculous flexibility. You may not have that available to you. So you can always go to the calves, maybe behind the knees. Again, whatever's available to you at that moment. Very nice. Let's go ahead, walk those hands out to a high plank. We're gonna get ourselves ready for a downward dog. We're gonna start from our high plank position, walk the hands back just a little bit, pressing through the hands, raising those glutes in the air. Legs are straight to really emphasize that stretch on the hamstrings. And for an added benefit on the calves, we're gonna add a running addition to it, alternating, bending each knee. Nice, slow, and controlled here. Last but not least, we have a runner's lunge with a rotation. We're gonna step one foot out nice and wide, dropping that back knee down to the ground. We're gonna bring both hands down to the inside of that right leg, pressing that elbow into the right knee. We're gonna reach up with our left hand, reaching for the sky. This is gonna work the thoracic spine, really making sure we keep it nice and safe. Holding it for 20 seconds, bringing it back down, and then switch sides. You have 4 exercises, 20-second hold for each. Go ahead and cool down. You've earned it.
Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. Is it money? Is it something like freedom? Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instinct that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. Ooh, you got some kind of magic. right now.